Hi there, and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Terrence Howard has finally broken his silence regarding the industry's abandonment of Brasher Dark, confirming the reports about Brasher being exploited and discarded within the industry. Terrence, known for his candor, has consistently called out the bizarre actions of some celebrities to climb the ladder of success. However, he's often not taken seriously due to his own controversial past. What's astonishing is that Puma Wright has previously voiced similar concerns, yet her words were not given the attention they deserved. Puma even recalled an incident where Brasher was seen fleeing from Will Smith's home, screaming for help. These individuals lack integrity, they're willing to ignore any moral boundaries for personal gain. It's a fact that Satan doesn't offer genuine gifts to his followers in Hollywood. Those who sell their souls are expected to play along and pretend that nothing untoward has happened. They all play the same game. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into some shocking revelations. Many of you may have already heard about the coercion of young men in the industry into participating in bizarre and ritualistic gatherings in exchange for opportunities in Hollywood. Recently, Diddy was exposed for allegedly being one of the influential figures behind such practices. Just when we thought we'd heard it all, Terrence Howard stepped forward to spill more tea. Terrence, having worked closely with Brasher on Realm, holds valuable insights into Brasher's experiences within the industry. But before delving into that, let's delve into Brasher's backstory. Brasher was discovered by talent manager Charlie Mack while still a teenager. Charlie became Brasher's manager and used his connections to secure auditions for him. Brasher's rise to fame seemed promising after landing a role in Realm, thanks to Charlie's support. However, behind the scenes, Brasher was subjected to disturbing experiences at the hands of industry figures like Will Smith. Panther Wright revealed unsettling details about Brasher's ordeal, alleging that he suffered greatly due to individuals like Will Smith. While neither Will nor Brasher have confirmed or denied these claims, rumors about Will's personal life have circulated for years. It's been suggested that Will's marriage to Sherry ended because of his alleged involvement with other men. Panther Wright's claims gain credibility when considering Will's response, or lack thereof, to such allegations. Jaden, Will's son, reportedly witnessed disturbing events at home and moved out at just 15 years old. These claims are further validated by the fact that Will never addressed them directly, opting instead to file lawsuits against those making accusations. Returning to Brasher, many found it perplexing that his rap career never took off despite his connections. It's believed that the trauma he endured in the industry took a toll on his mental health, leading to a downward spiral after Realm ended. Brasher's run-ins with the law only added to his troubles. In 2022, he was found guilty of assault against a woman he was involved with at the time. This incident wasn't isolated. In 2020, he was accused of choking his then-girlfriend, resulting in a standoff with the police at his home. His mugshots from these incidents revealed a stark contrast from his previous public image, highlighting the damage inflicted by the industry. Brasher's downward trajectory was evident. Despite his efforts to rebuild his career through smaller gigs and TV appearances, he faced rejection at every turn. It became apparent that he had been blacklisted, but the identities of those responsible remained a mystery. However, Terrence Howard's outspokenness sheds light on the industry's systemic issues, particularly its exploitation of people of color. Terrence has been vocal about Hollywood's agenda to emasculate people of color, forcing them to conform to a narrow definition of masculinity. He believes that Hollywood perceives people of color as threats, attempting to undermine their masculinity in order to maintain control. Terrence refuses to compromise his identity to fit into Hollywood's narrative, advocating for stories that allow men to express their masculinity authentically. The public's response to Terrence's revelations varied, with some expressing outrage and calling for accountability. They condemned the industry's exploitation of vulnerable individuals, likening it to predatory behavior. Others shared their own perspectives, highlighting the systemic issues within Hollywood that enable such exploitation to occur unchecked.
To delve deeper into the implications of Terrence Howard's revelations, it's crucial to examine the broader context of Hollywood's treatment of marginalized individuals. The industry's exploitation of vulnerable talent is not a new phenomenon, it's a systemic issue that has persisted for decades. Throughout Hollywood's history, there have been numerous instances of powerful figures preying on aspiring actors and musicians, promising fame and success in exchange for compliance. This pattern of exploitation disproportionately affects marginalized communities, including people of color, LGBTQ+ individuals, and women. These groups often face greater barriers to entry and are more susceptible to manipulation by those in positions of power. The case of Brasher Dark is just one example of how the industry can chew up and spit out talented individuals who dare to challenge the status quo. Despite his potential and talent, Brasher's career was derailed by the very industry that once hailed him as a rising star. His story serves as a stark reminder of the dark underbelly of Hollywood, where success often comes at a steep price. Terrence Howard's decision to speak out against this injustice is commendable, but it also raises questions about accountability within the industry. Will those responsible for Brasher's mistreatment ever face consequences for their actions? Or will they continue to operate with impunity, exploiting vulnerable individuals for their own gain? Furthermore, Terrence's assertion that Hollywood seeks to emasculate people of color highlights a broader pattern of discrimination and marginalization within the industry. People of color are often relegated to stereotypical roles that perpetuate harmful stereotypes, while their white counterparts are afforded greater opportunities to showcase their talent and range.
It's time for Hollywood to reckon with its complicity in perpetuating systemic inequality and exploitation. This means holding accountable those who abuse their power and ensuring that all individuals, regardless of their background, are treated with dignity and respect. Only then can we truly create a more equitable and inclusive entertainment industry for future generations. Furthermore, Terrence Howard's outspokenness underscores the importance of amplifying marginalized voices within the entertainment industry. As a prominent figure with first-hand experience, his advocacy brings attention to the struggles faced by individuals like Brasher Dark and countless others who have been victimized by the system. It's essential for allies and advocates within the industry to continue pushing for systemic change. This includes advocating for more diverse representation both in front of and behind the camera, as well as implementing policies and practices that prioritize the safety and well-being of all talent. Additionally, there is a pressing need for greater transparency and accountability in Hollywood. Those who engage in predatory behavior and exploitation must be held accountable for their actions, and mechanisms should be put in place to prevent such abuses from occurring in the future. Education and awareness are also critical components of effecting change. By shedding light on the realities of exploitation and inequality within the entertainment industry, we can empower individuals to recognize and resist abusive practices, as well as foster a culture of solidarity and support among industry professionals. Ultimately, creating a more just and equitable entertainment industry requires collective action and commitment from all stakeholders. It's up to each of us to challenge the status quo, hold power to account, and work towards a future where talent is celebrated, protected, and given equal opportunity to thrive. In conclusion, Terrence Howard's revelations about Brasher Dark shine a light on the pervasive issues of exploitation and inequality within Hollywood. Brasher's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing fame and success in an industry rife with systemic injustices. It's incumbent upon all of us to demand accountability and strive for a more equitable and inclusive entertainment industry for all. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. What are your thoughts on Terrence exposing the industry for discarding Brasher after exploiting him? Do you believe these allegations reflect broader issues within Hollywood? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to watch the accompanying video for further insights. Thank you for watching.